Hi, this is Dave Kahle. Welcome to our Practical Wisdom series of podcasts where we try to provide wisdom and resources and focus on helping sales professionals and business executives sell better, lead better, and live better. Hi, this is Dave. Today I want to talk about something that really concerns me, and that is the loss of discipline in our world, in our economy, in our society, and on the flip side of that, the incredible opportunity there is for you because of the loss of discipline. Now, a couple weeks ago, I fielded a call from a disgruntled client. He had subscribed his sales force of 7 people to a program that included 4 one-hour training sessions delivered online and a 45-minute session for him to show him how to orchestrate and implement the training system. His problem was that only one of the salespeople did the work. The other 6 didn't bother. He'd paid for 7 people, but only one actually did it. A little further discussion revealed that he himself had not bothered to view the manager's session. In a discussion with another client, this client indicated that his sales force could not be counted on to concentrate on anything for over a few minutes. 10-minute sound bites. That was the preferred approach to delivering content. Well, with that in the back of my mind, I attended a meeting with my 9th grade granddaughter. Now, the meeting was about an opportunity to attend a charter high school that focused on helping students excel in college. At the meeting, both the students and the teachers emphasized the need to, quote, do the work. If you're going to be successful at learning, they all emphasized, you must, quote, do the work. Now, it had been a while since I had any interaction with high school educators, and I was relieved to see that if you're serious about getting a high school diploma and a college degree, you're still expected to go to class, to do the homework, to study for the exam. Those time-tested principles of learning and self-improvement are still in play. Now, if you're still with me, you might be noticing a dichotomy here. On one hand, we have a group of adult salespeople who don't have the discipline to stick with a learning experience for over 10 minutes, if at all. On the other, we have a serious 15-year-old who understands that if you're going to go ahead in this world, you have to, quote, do the work. Now, as a professional sales educator, one of my biggest disappointments arises from my observation that evidently vast numbers of adult salespeople don't have the same understanding, the same discipline, and the same motivation which their teenage children have. This tracks with my often repeated observation. Out of any group of 20 randomly selected salespeople, only one has spent $25 of his own money on his own improvement in the last year. I often share this quote from James Allen in my seminars. He said, quote, men are often interested in improving their circumstance, but are unwilling to improve themselves. They therefore remain bound. Let me repeat that. That's such a good quote. Men are often interested in improving their circumstance, but are unwilling to improve themselves. They, therefore, remain bound. What is true for 19 to 20 salespeople is, unfortunately, also true for the vast majority of mankind and business people specifically. Now, there are a number of reasons for this. Here's my list of the most common reasons. Only a small percentage of people think of themselves as professionals. So, okay, since they don't think of themselves as professionals, they have no interest in improving themselves. Number 2, many salespeople never acquired the study skills and the discipline of concentration in college, as they never attended. Okay. Number 3, certain percentage of people think they know everything, and they can't get any better. I confront that quite commonly in sales forces. Number 4, others don't really care to improve their results. It's just a job. And number 5, others still have never considered that by improving themselves, they can improve their results. And then finally, number 6, still others understand they could improve. They're just too lazy to put in the effort. They just don't know how to, quote, do the work. So, there's nothing new about any of these issues. This has been pretty much always the case. In recent years, however, I've seen a deeper degradation in the learning potential of the workforce fueled by a growing inability to concentrate. I'm afraid that much of the adult population in this country has become so conditioned to sound bites, texts, and tweets that they have lost the discipline to do the work. Like an unused muscle, their ability to concentrate has atrophied. And that, to me, is really alarming. Now, I've been fortunate enough to have had 7 different sales positions in my life, selling everything from groceries to homemakers, to capital equipment to educators, to surgical staplers to surgeons. Twice I've been fortunate enough to be the #1 salesperson in the country. In every one of these 7 sales positions, I performed at levels above the average. Now, those were a long time ago, and I'm not boasting. What I am doing is trying to make this point. It's this. When asked in an interview why I thought I'd been successful, my immediate reaction was, well, I've always been able to learn. In other words, in my life, my ability to learn has been the character trait that has, more than anything else, contributed to the degree of success that I have had. And I'm not unique. The ability to learn is the single greatest success skill a salesperson, or any person for that matter, can attain. Couple that with a bit of motivation to succeed, and, nothing's impossible. Excellence is only a matter of time. Success will come. And I'm afraid, though, that most business people and most adults in this country are losing the ability to learn. While that's pretty scary for the future of this country, it represents an incredible opportunity for you. Now, you are clearly not among that group of people who don't take their careers seriously, who never expose themselves to good ideas and best practices, and who don't care to learn. You are not one of those. You're listening to this, and that puts you in a special class, And for you, the general dumbing down of the population represents a great opportunity. In a world where your colleagues and your competitors would rather watch a 2-minute video on YouTube, there is a tremendous upside for the 5% of the sales force and the workforce in general, and that's you. It's a tremendous opportunity for you to improve yourself and, quote, do the work. If you invest in yourself, if you expose yourself to the good ideas and best practices, if you discipline yourself to put in the time, you'll quickly learn more, develop more rapidly, and improve yourself more dramatically. You'll sell more, make more, be more fulfilled, rise to positions of influence and greater responsibility. You'll be able to provide for your families more effectively, give more generously, influence those around you more significantly, and help those who need it more intimately by exercising your growing storehouse of wisdom, competence, and insight. You'll become more accomplished and competent, more valuable to everyone from your customers to your employer to your family and your community. The greatest investment you'll ever make is the investment in improving yourself. In light of the overwhelming desirability of the benefits of learning, I have often been befuddled by the lack of interest on the part of so many people. And, regardless, in a world where few care, those who do easily rise above the rest. If you culture the desire to learn and the discipline to concentrate, then watch as you gradually take over the world. There has never been a time when the opportunity was greater. Okay, that's it. We're done. Bye-bye.